In the last videos, we looked at how to enter a site survey into TeamPoint, how to issue that to a field technician, how to complete the site survey. So all those stages have been completed now in the previous videos, and the site survey has returned back into the system ready to be quoted. So when the site survey comes back, we can find it in this section over here. So these are quotes, and this is quotes to perform. So these are all of our quotes which are waiting to be completed by our salesperson. Additionally, if we wanted to, depending on the how we have TeamPoint set up, we may trigger emails to interested parties when the survey is completed. So it may be that when you complete a survey, you send an email to the salesperson or to the account manager to notify them that a survey has been completed. These are optional, so you can have those turned on or turned off depending on your preference. So we're going to go and have a look at our quotes to perform section. So if we click here, this brings us to a list of quotations which are waiting to be performed. So they haven't really been completed yet. We can see most of them don't have prices on. And this is one that's come back from our site survey. So I'll click into here, and this is our quotation card. So this is the same for all quotes, whether they've come from a site survey or whether they're just being entered directly. You have the same layout, the same look and feel. The site survey ones will have extra details, which is the information the surveyor has sent to us. So we can see this is the work that was requested, which we entered in the very first stage of putting our survey into the system. This is the report. This is our surveyor's report. So this is the report that our surveyor has sent us back from his site visit. So it says remove 12 floor cabinets, remove some wall cabinets, repair, refit, and it gives us an estimate of the labor as well. We can also see the photographs that our surveyor has taken. So these are in the attendance photos section. So we click here, we can see all of our photos here, and we can click to see a larger version. We also have a gallery option, so I can click here, which just lets me scroll through the photos nice and easily. We can download all of those photos onto our computer as well if we want to do something else with them. Maybe we want to take some measurements or whatever it may be. So we have our photographs and we have our surveyor's report. And this gives us all the information we need to build our quotation. So we build our quote by adding line items to the quote. I will add one here, and I'm going to type into the product box, which will do a search on our product database. So TeamPoint has a full product database, which works behind the scenes. All our product will be in there. Our pricing will be in there. We may have customer specific pricing. We can use that to drive stock and inventory if we choose to use those parts of the system. So all our products are here. So I just start to type. So I'm looking for labor. So I type LAB, and it's bringing me all my labor product items. So I'm just going to choose this very basic one at the top. It gives me a price of £40 per hour. So let's say this is going to be 20 hours. So we've booked 20 hours of labor onto the job. We're then going to look at booking our materials onto the job. So with materials, there are a couple of different ways of approaching this within TeamPoint. Well, many different ways, actually. At one extreme, you might want to book every single item of material onto the job. Every screw, every door, every washer, every piece of timber, every length of pipe, every elbow, every single item. You can book all of those onto the quote if you want. And this gives you a very fine-grained level of detail in your quotation, so you can see exactly what's being quoted. You can also use that to drive a very detailed stock system. The other extreme is to put everything under a single item and just add a description. So that's what we're going to do here, just for simplicity. We're just going to book all of our materials onto a product which we've called miscellaneous. So if I type miscellaneous, this is my miscellaneous product item. So we're going to use this And I'm just going to type 20 times kitchen cabinets, 4-meter oak worktop. And we'll just put a single price against that. So let's say that's £5,000. So doing things this way is obviously quicker and easier, which is a benefit. The downside of that is that we can't see exactly what all of our individual costs are. So it makes it a lot harder for us to work out where our profit lies and where we're making money on this quote. So the best way is probably in the middle somewhere. Sometimes you might want to do this extreme. Sometimes you might want to do the other extreme where we're tracking every single item. Most companies probably track the high cost items because they're the most important ones. And that's probably where our profit or loss is going to be made. So we've taken our surveyor's report and our photos. We've put items onto the job to cost the job up. We're going to put a quote perform date in for today. We save the quote and we're all done for this stage of the quoting process. So the next stage, which we'll look at in another video, is sending the quote out by email, giving our customer a button in their email inbox to click and accept the quote, chasing quotes up with follow-up emails, and converting quotes into jobs. But we'll come to those in another video.